Hi everyone! Today I don't want to talk about motivation or drama. I want to talk about something much simpler. How you come back to yourself when you realize you're not really living, you're just functioning. Because this happens to a lot of us, especially women, especially when you run a business, support everyone, carry responsibilities, solve problems all day. At some point, you stop being a person and you become a function. A function of work, a function of family, a function of obligations. Personally, I lived like that for years. Everything went through me: business, decisions, problems, people, pressure. And one day you realize you don't even know who you are outside of all that. So, today I want this episode to be practical, to be real. Things you can actually do today. And the first thing sounds simple, but it works. Get up and take care of yourself, even if you don't feel like it. Shower, do your hair, put a bit of makeup on, not for anyone else, but for you. Because when you start taking care of how you look, your brain slowly follows. You begin to feel more present again. Then step outside for 10 minutes. No phone, put it away. No phone, it's a must. Just air, just space. Your body needs to remember that the world is bigger, much bigger than your stress. Make yourself a proper coffee. Sit down with it. No rushing, no multitasking. Just you and that present moment. And sometimes in the evening, pour yourself a glass of wine. Put on a good movie and allow yourself to switch off. Not everything needs to be solved tonight. Another important step is doing something small only for you, not for business, not for family. Something that reminds you that you exist as a person. Because the truth is, you start loving and respecting yourself again when you invest in yourself, when you give yourself time, attention, care. And one more thing that matters a lot: stop trying to solve everything all the time. The world will not collapse if you stop caring everyone for a moment. And ask yourself honestly, who am I outside of my work? What do I actually enjoy? What makes me feel alive? Because if your entire identity becomes work, one day you wake up and realize you disappeared somewhere along the way. The truth is, you don't need a new life. You don't need dramatic changes. You need small daily moments that bring you back to yourself. If right now you feel like you're only functioning, not living, you're not alone. Many people are there, and getting out of that place doesn't happen overnight. It happens through small actions every day. This is out of survival, not therapy, not fake motivation, just honest conversations about real life while it's happening. If this episode speaks to you, follow Iveta Simone and follow Out of Survival. And maybe today, give yourself a little space to be a person again, not just a function. That's all for today. See you next time.